Hey, welcome back to the Wooooo Show with your host Hawk A. Tone and my co-host
T-Shack Talk.
You were kind of slow on the pick on that shot real quick.
I know, right?
I felt like you was Jedi mind tricking the crowd though.
You got me.
How you doing, T? How you?
I'm ready.
You ready?
This weekend.
You too?
Yes.
I'm ready for it to be over with.
Yes.
Well,
That too.
I'm only looking forward to Saturday. I'm not looking forward to Sunday and there.
Same. As you can see, I have my NXT shirt on because it's really the road to takeover.
Yeah, no.
To be honest,
seriously, the road to takeover.
that's really what it is at this point. Mania's just there.
Yeah, that's true. I got on my Joker shirt because that's all WWE is to me now.
I didn't say all of that.
Hey, I'm saying it. I said what I said. So we got a good show tonight. We're going to be going over our predictions for WrestleMania weekend. We also are going to be talking the reason why everybody come here to know about our opinions and our criteria for things. So we're going to be talking FCN's Dirty Dozen Power Ranking. Power Ranking we've been pushing for what, like 2 months now that y'all have been saying, oh, who you gonna say is in this though? Well, we finally got it for you, and believe me, ours is better than SmackDown Live's.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Theirs was just.
That was not good.
It was not good at all. I don't want to even think about it. So let's talk about criteria. How we make this list. So first off, we want to talk about ring performance. So it got broken down to a few things. Your ability to sell your opponent. So make your opponent's moveset look great. And your moveset and sequencing. So if, the technical offense, the defense, the, just little things that you can't teach, you
either got it or you don't.
You got it or you don't. One thing that I think about with that is the NXT match with Bayley and Sasha. Wasn't it an Arm Woman match or?
That probably was it. The one where she was like stomping on her
Yes.
Yeah.
Just little stuff like that. That's my exact thought. It's like, yo, you really made me believe that this was a fight, you and a lot of times matches don't tell that story. It's not believable. Right. So little stuff like stomping on the fingers so she won't reach out for it and etc. Knowing that the build up, she had a hand injury and you doing stuff like that. That was great. 2, we talked about promos. Can we buy into you?
Right.
Because a lot of people, we ain't gonna say no names, but worldwide, we don't buy into all the time. I ain't say his name.
Oh, wow, yeah.
They come out looking like Team Oreo.
Oh, and why they do Dana like that?
Because Pornhub stock is going up with that. So can we buy in? And then 3, the caliber of matches. So do we want to see, if we see you in a singles match, is it great? If we see you in a tag team match, is it great? So if you can be versatile with your caliber of matches, that also changes up where we rank you, etc. So you want to kick off with number 12?
Sure. So number 12 is all about Rusev Day.
Rusev Day.
Yes, with the Aiden English voice.
I wish I could sing like he does.
I wouldn't say all that, but he does his thing.
He does his thing.
He put Rusev over.
Rusev put Rusev over. That you think it was Aiden English?
Yeah.
So which one of them came up with him?
Like, I really hope Aiden is getting at least like a certain percentage off of those shirts.
Yes, he has. I'll say this. One thing I will say in agreement to you, Aiden English took off. After the Vibe Villains thing, and that team got broken up, I was really expecting him to become a jobber. You know, we see him a few times. So for him to reinvent himself and be a part of Rusev Day, it blew my mind.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that in the least bit.
In the least bit. And literally, where did this Rusev Day, like, when did it start? Like,
so I was watching Total Divas.
Okay.
It has something to do with, and I might sound a little ignorant. It has something to do with Rusev's background. They actually have like a name day, and like his wife Lana put together like the Rusev Day for him on name day, just because sometimes he's homesick. So that's where I first seen it, was on Total Divas, and then they incorporated it into the actual show.
Man, and it was smart because literally Rusev Day is getting the yes chants on every show.
Everywhere. You don't even need to be near the match.
Yes.
I think it was during one of the Fashion Police matches. People were starting the Rusev Day chant. Like,
yeah. You know it's something big when I was watching Ring of Honor and they're chanting Rusev Day. It's like, okay, you really reached this out. His in-ring performance is great. You know, we've seen him in some of the best matches, you know, flag matches, hardcore matches, no disqualification matches. Rusev, he deserves the 12th spot.
Very interesting. Okay. Well, moving on then to your number 11 pick. Number 11 is
The New Day.
I love New Day.
New Day rocks. Like, it goes without saying.
They are one of my favorite tag teams that I've seen in a long time. They put themselves together. I feel like they were given scraps and they just made a castle out of it.
Hey, literally, they found the golden egg. And their antics, their equipment is great, and no matter what they touch is gold. Literally, how do you sell a $20 box of pancakes online because it has New Day on it?
Exactly. The cereal,
the bootios. They had the ice cream, the merch. Not to mention how many outfits and entrances they've come out with. It's literally sometimes it just seems like Vince just say, y'all know what to do.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
And they rep the culture. Black History Month with the outfits.
Yes.
They had me.
Okay.
Right then and there.
So I hear all that, but where's your criteria list at? What are you telling me about their in-ring performance? Like
the in-ring performance. So as we wanted to make tag teams one spot, right? So for their in-ring performance, of course you have Big E, you know, the heavy lifter, who's also, he has the agility, which I think Big E should be a singles championship holder. You know, I literally think that you could create a faction, and I mean, you already have their faction.
Right.
You could literally have Big E as the guy. You know, he has the in-ring ability. He can talk on the mic. You can buy into him. We've seen him put up numbers as far as diving through the ropes. We've seen him put over other people they're going, especially in the rivalry with the Usos.
So good.
Yes.
So good.
And so we got Big E, Kofi Kingston, full performer every year. If you doubt any of his abilities,
Kofi moves. He moves.
Literally, he's become the guy, Royal Rumble, that we're waiting to see. Because how is he gonna not get eliminated this time around?
Exactly, every year.
And then Xavier Woods, he puts it all together. You know, he has the in-ring performance, he has the agility, he has the promos, and literally he'll sell you. How many times have we seen the people where it's like, oh, it's not believable if they peeing Kofi. It's not believable if they peeing Big E. So the weakest one of the New Day, which is made out to be Xavier, he puts them over. So, New Day.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, up next is FCN 2's Dirty Dozen by the Wooooo Show. Let's see what they have at number 10 is...
Raw!
Is he saying Raw or Braun?
Is he saying Braun?
I don't know. I always thought he was saying Braun.
I'm going to have to go back and re-listen to his music.
I don't know. But yeah, Braun Strowman, he's definitely on the list.
He is definitely on the list. I think that they ran too far with his rivalries with Roman. They went way too far over. But we've seen that when he's in there with big guys such as Big Show and Kane, he can go. You know, I seen him do that 380-pound drop kick, and I was like, oh my God. I didn't understand it. He jumps in and out the ring like a smaller guy. We've seen him do top rope moves, powerhousing people. He's been in tag matches. Listen, this past Monday, he had one of the funniest promos in the world. Like, I got a tag team partner.
Yes.
It goes to the back, like he's just like, he comes out, my brother is Braun, I'm Brain, and he got on black. I'm like, this guy here is nuts.
Hilarious.
Nuts.
I just feel like he's always down for the cause. Like ambulance match, going in the trash
compactor. Yep.
Yes, like he's always down for the cause. He's always down to put on a show. His even in the mixed match challenge, working with Alexa Bliss, that was awesome. Seeing a softer side of Braun. So he definitely has the promo game down, in-ring capability. He's knocking everybody around the ring. I'm kind of scared for the bar.
Yes.
Like, I feel like he's gonna throw Sheamus's back out or something.
I mean, Sheamus did do the same thing with Big Show, so you never know.
I will say this: I actually enjoy what you just said, Tiff, that he's down for the cause. I think that, let me reiterate this for you, that whatever the company has asked of him, he's done it. He, you know, when I saw him come out with the double bass, the standing double bass, and he cut the funny promo against Elias, and then he took that bass and hit Elias with this bass. You know, like, not only could he be menacing and this monster, but he's entertaining. And like you said, down for the cause. I think he's showing not only the company, but he's showing the WWE universe that he's not a one-trick pony.
Exactly.
And so I am a little shocked with that. All of that being said, that he was you guys' number 10. I'm really shocked by that. I'm shocked. I'm shocked he's number 10. I just want to say that.
Okay.
But next though.
Up next. Oh well.
Yeah. Let me do it so you can talk about this guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, up next is number 9.
Pete, the Bruiserweight Dunne. We've talked about this guy a few times on this show, and one thing is, he is somebody you really buy into. No matter, he's a guy that you hate to love to hate, and he constantly is evolving his moveset. He makes everybody looks that much better.
And his matches make me cringe in a good way. It's just something I've never seen before, with the fingers and the mat and the... Yes,
and he literally, his promos are great. Promos are great. When he talk to you, and that little scowl he do, it's like, I don't know.
The way he holds the belt.
The way he holds the belt, and
he is. Let me say this. No. Pete Dunne is one of the most complete performers. He is the most well thought out performers I've seen in years, where you really go, man, this guy understands who he is. He understands his gimmick. He understands his brand. He understands how to get it over. I'll never forget. I was introduced to him during the UK tournament. So I'd never seen Pete Dunne before because I really don't get a chance to watch a lot of UK matches, you know. So I saw this guy standing there, and he has this beautiful houndstooth. No, it wasn't houndstooth. It was camel hair coat, and he's standing there, and it's like he looks polished. He looks like, you know, he doesn't look like a gent. He doesn't look like an Englishman, but you can tell like he's like, okay, is he one of those lower end Brixton boys that's out here causing trouble? And when I tell you, he looked at this guy and he popped him in his face. And they were just standing there, like just doing like weigh-ins and stuff. And I said, who is this guy? And I said, creative must like him. I was like, they must really like him. And they didn't give him the strap. And I was like, man, he showed out. But afterwards, listen, I cannot stop talking about Pete Dunne. And if it were me, he would be higher on my list. I didn't get a say. No one asked me to do my list. So, you know, I didn't have a response to anyone's list. Yeah. Moving on at number 8, ladies and gentlemen, it is
Finn Balor.
Love it.
Love it?
Yes, I'm a Finn fan. I really enjoy him. He is entertaining. I think that he should be higher on the card, in my opinion. I don't feel like he gets the opportunities that he should get. But I really enjoy Finn. I like the direction he's going in. I like his ring capability. I feel like he has different... I'm all about finishers. Like, we could talk about, like, moving around the ring and that. I like finishers. I love his finish.
Yeah, hey, anybody that's been stumped in the chest know it's over with.
Yeah.
You stumped me in my chest.
You're not coming back from that.
You're not coming back from that, baby.
Yeah.
It's over with, baby. I quit. I quit.
I love how he just takes control of his entrance and the audience is into it. Like, even after the match, people are still out there just throwing their arms up.
Yeah, and how many times on Twitter we are looking for people that's trying to get him to go back to the Demon. Well, that's one thing that, you know, counts in. People anticipate this guy, this Demon. I feel like since he's come back from his shoulder injury, he's hit the ground running, trying to get back to the Universal title. He's had some pretty good rivalries in that time with Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns, of course, and now the ongoing thing with Miz and Seth. So I'm all for Finn Balor. You know, I'm also for heel turning him. So hopefully,
Interesting.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I think Finn Balor is 2 steps away from being corny.
I wasn't ready for that.
I think he's 2 steps away from being corny. I don't buy it.
Don't buy it?
I don't buy it. I've never... Listen, you want to know when I bought him in Japan?
Yes.
Because they have weight classes and he's wrestling guys he's supposed to wrestle. I don't buy him here. His little finisher, the coup de grace, when he steps on you, it's like, dude, you weigh like 175 pounds. I'm not. It's almost as bad, and I'm not joking. The coup de grace is one awful finisher above the belly to belly.
Bailey.
Bailey to belly?
Bailey.
No, it's a belly to belly. I'm never going to call it the Bailey to belly. It is a belly to belly slam, and it is. She doesn't put no flair on it. And the coup de grace, and I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. He's him coming out with that Fonzie jacket, and
I love it.
He looks like a cornball, man. And he comes out and all the little theatrics. It's like, I get it. The song is dope, but it's like, you weigh like 165 pounds. I don't buy it. Like him and Seth, I buy it. Those 2 guys, Tyler Black, y'all supposed to be having fights. That's your weight class. And that's the thing that I don't like about WWE. It's like, you can't see him going back to the Universal title because Brock has it, because Roman has it. And if you want me to believe,
he can be the underdog.
Do you want me to believe that he can beat Brock Lesnar? Or I don't care if he came back as the Demon Satan, Lucifer, Benny Hanna. I don't care. who the hell he come back as. He ain't beaten either one. I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
If they did like what if they did like a ladder match?
You would have to have a stipulation match in order.
If they did a ladder match, Rock is not getting up no ladder.
He could barely pick that ladder up.
Oh my God.
He would get destroyed.
Number 7, please.
You ready for number 7? At number 7 for the Dirty Dozen Woo Show is
Woo!
Charlotte Flair.
Yes.
Yay! We got our first woman on the list, correct? Yes.
Yes.
So Charlotte Flair, she's dope. I really like her. I feel like her athletic ability carries her in the ring. I feel like she puts on a show. Her moonsaults, or what is it? What is it?
She got a moonsault and a corkscrew moves.
All done well every single time. She definitely puts on a show. I enjoy her. One of my favorite matches with her definitely is the first Hell in a Cell.
Yes. One thing I respect about Charlotte is she is literally someone who has stepped out of her father's shadow. You know, a lot of times that, like, because Ric Flair casts a long shadow, you know, she has come into her own right where you're like, okay, we know you're Charlotte's daughter. We know you're Ric Flair's daughter, you know, but you put on shows that make us like, hey, that's Charlotte, you know, and the next generation who are people who are of kids who don't know the Ric Flairs or the Hulk Hogans or the Ricky Steamboats. They're gonna be like, Charlotte is who I grew up with, you know. It's literally one of those things where you're like, yo, she performs, and literally no matter how many times she loses, you still are over with her, you know. She needs to work on that Flair struck though. She looked like she got arthritis.
Oh, I'm just gonna sigh on that one. But yeah, our promos.
Okay, because I was waiting because I want to know, like, based off of your criteria, that promo work she is literally hanging off of being a Flair. She doesn't even have to do a promo. She comes out in her little robes and she comes out being arrogant and this phenomenal athlete, which she is. Listen, I'm going to be very honest here. Of the people that you had so far, Charlotte is a workhorse in that ring.
I wouldn't want to fight her.
Charlotte is someone that, like, I am entertained by her shows. Charlotte's in-ring work is amazing. She can tell a story in the ring. She can't with that promo. She's not that great. But, you know...
But if we're looking at the women... Promo-wise,
we don't have...
Alexa Bliss destroys her. Alexa Bliss destroys her promo. Listen, Alexa, if we really want to get for real here in the promo conversation, if people want to be taken seriously, right now you would go, hey, Alexa might be top 15 all time. Not women, everybody. I'm talking like, I'm putting her up there against Arn Anderson. I'm putting her up there against Tully Blanchard. I'm putting her up there against
Rock.
No, that's a whole nother category. We're talking about greats that, like, you know, I wouldn't go so far as to say somebody like Rock, or, to be honest, Jake the Snake is a phenomenon. Like, he was somebody that you go, I believe everything Jake just said, man. Like, Jake was, but Alexa is, we're talking all time. How many wrestlers there have been great wrestlers?
I mean, she did that one promo where she tried to do like Bailey's life, and that did not.
No, that's not her fault though. That was creative. You can't put that on her.
Yeah,
creative,
they've done that.
They've
done that. This is your
creative
life.
Creative came up with that, and you know, you can't put everything over. You can't work every single bit that creative gives you. New Day doesn't put everything over. Jericho is probably top 10 all time, maybe even above top 10.
Yeah, he's
top.
And
Jericho has had some stuff not go over.
Yeah. but
True.
he always comes back reinvents himself.
Every time. He's like Madonna.
Okay.
Number six
is
Ooh.
the Usos. So speaking of generational wrestlers like Charlotte, we have the Usos, who are the twin sons of Rikishi, and they are literally the tear down in the tag team division.
Yeah. They deserve their time.
They deserve their time. Literally, since they've taken off the war paint and doing all the dance and just start letting loose.
I love how they said that in the promo. He was like, we used to walk around all happy, and now we took that all off, and now we real. Like,
yeah, day one-ish. Their in-ring ability is literally probably top 10 all tag teams. Yes. They still do the twin magic, the super kicks from everywhere, the splashes, the jumping over, just the way they move in the ring as one cohesive unit. Their promos, I mean, listen, when they came, welcome to the Uso Penitentiary, letting people know we got this tag team division on lock. I was like, you know what?
Let me say this.
I can't fight that.
You want to talk about somebody getting something over? The crowd, if you really remember how everyone was taking that Uso Penitentiary when it first came out, people were like, what are they talking about? Like, everyone was really scared. Like, they were looking like, wait a minute.
Yes, it was quiet in the arena.
It was quiet.
I remember us being there.
Remember when? Listen,
I'm still catching up on some things.
I remember the night when they debuted the Uso Penitentiary, and I was like, yo, this is a bit much. I was like, no, I'm serious. I was like, yo.
No, remember we had the conversation. I was like, oh, so everybody of color got to be gangsters and in jail time and everything.
I was like, oh man. And then right now, I saw last week, and it was like, welcome, and the crowd was like, to the Uso Penitentiary, and I said, well, it's over.
It's over with.
They got it over, and you know, I would say someone that grew up in probably the greatest tag team era ever in the 80s. I wasn't around in the 70s, so I couldn't tell you. But I grew up as a kid in the 80s, and the Killer Bees, the British Bulldogs, where we had real tag team divisions. These guys would have given them fits. The Usos would have given them boys fits in the 80s. They're amazing. And I think that they're probably, it shows a testament. I will give you guys hats off that you guys put that tag team that high up, that good. I would change their position to you guys as number 5 is coming up next. Shall we let the people know?
Go to number 5.
Number 5 is right now, ladies and gentlemen,
Johnny Wrestling.
Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny. Speaking of, promotion, I mean, everybody's chanting Johnny Wrestling. I think that DIY was one of the greatest things in NXT when they had it going. The Johnny Wrestling chants would still be going on, even though he was in a tag team, which is kind of why I kind of think they decided to split them up. They wanted to see him, see where he could go, because he was pretty much carrying with the promotions. His in-ring ability is great. Of course, the crossface, the edited crossface, inverted crossface that he has is a great finishing move. And literally, he's put on some great matches with some people you wouldn't even think that he would be able to keep up with. So, and the people love him. Like when I was at his I thought it was his last match, but when I was at his quote-unquote last match, like the people were head over heels, and they wrestled all up and down that room, like around everywhere. Like they did their thing, and I like the bit with Johnny's wife coming out.
Yes.
Getting Selena Vega.
Yes. So
he had a great year. So
we're gonna. Hopefully he keeps this up. But, you know, he's going to have to, if he wants to keep powering up this ranking, he's going to have to do a lot more work.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to see him on somebody's main roster.
Listen to what you just said. If he has to power up on this, he has to do more work. That's something that you say for somebody that's coming in at number 9.
Yeah, I understand.
That's like number 11.
Okay, but
you have Johnny wrestling at 5. You had the Usos at 6. You had Strowman at, what number did you have Strowman?
10.
Johnny Gargano.
Yes.
A dude at NXT.
Yes.
But like I've been saying, NXT has been doing
NXT.
No, NXT is the truth. I'm gonna wait till I'm gonna wait till your entire list is over. I'm gonna wait till all of you all have you all's runner-ups and everything. Cause yeah, I'm offended by your list.
Okay.
Number 4, ladies and gentlemen, is
Monday Night Rollins.
Monday night. Oh, I forgot he's going by that now.
That's he got a shirt.
Yeah. Listen, Seth Rollins' shirts be on point.
He keep like it's like as soon as something comes up, bam, it's a shirt.
When he had that the Burn It Down shirt mixed with the Raw Survivor Series, that was probably one of the most clever t-shirts I had seen in WWE. I love that half and half.
Mm-hmm. I enjoy his matches, like the Gauntlet match.
Yes.
That he did.
His moves.
Best match of the year.
Really, you'll get that best
one of the top.
Yeah, I will agree with that. I thought it was bad timing because you already had an Elimination Chamber match going on. But no, he performed, and it really showed to his in-ring ability how he would start off with one person, move to another, and he was still able to execute separate movesets depending on who he was battling. Mm-hmm. I think that was great. Of course, his promos, as we said before, you're not going to get everything over, but a lot of times you buy into him. Mm-hmm. A lot of times you buy into him. And a lot of times he makes everybody else around him look good. Mm-hmm. How many times when him and Roman Reigns were battling did he carry Roman through the promos?
That's true.
And any objections?
To Seth being number 4? I'll be honest with you. The way the rest of your list plays out, no. It's hard to kind of go against everyone else you have on that list. So I can't see me putting him lower than number 4 than where you have him. And I definitely can't see... I can't make an argument for your next top 3 selections. I can't. Like it's very hard to make a case against the next 3 people. So let's go with your number 3 pick is
the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Probably the best wrestler this generation has seen. AJ literally he puts people over, whether it's heel, whether it's face. His promos are great. Mm-hmm. His in-ring ability is probably second to none, and he's adaptable. He's adaptable to a lot of things. I always go back to the Brock Lesnar match, where nobody was excited about that. Like, we were dragging that. We thought we hated the thought of Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles. Mainly one reason because we did want to see Jinder versus Brock. So you know, it kind of killed our momentum to have AJ go against him, but that's neither here nor there. But when we actually got to the match, he performed. He performed. It wasn't like a match that we had seen previously with Brock Lesnar, where it's just him going there and suplex everyone. You actually seen believable things, key strikes on Brock Lesnar, things that you would be like, okay, you can see Jerry fighting Tom with this, you know, and taking him down. I think that his promos are good. they could be better because sometimes his stuff is just.
I like his promos.
Really?
Yes, I like his promos. I think he's funny, especially with Shane and Kevin.
Yeah.
All of them. And he's just like, y'all need to pick a side.
Yeah. No. Sometimes it's just like he get caught up on stuff. I'll be like, that's cringe worthy, you know. So.
The people eat it up though.
Yeah. Angle is the one who's been getting caught up lately. I've been so tired of Angle's promo work. He called her Rowdy last night, Ronda Rowdy. Like on Monday. I was like, Angle, what do you like? He just looks like a deer in the headlight. He just looks like he's happy to be at the show, like he's been invited back. Like, thank y'all for inviting me back. No, seriously, Uncle Vince. Like,
that's how I feel about Ronda though.
That's how you feel.
That's another.
That's another story.
Okay.
Well, let's get to. Well, we're almost to the end of your Dirty Dozen list. So right now is your number 2 selection. Did you all talk about who the selecting committee was at all? Did you talk about who the FCN 2's Combat Sports WWE Dirty Dozen's selection committee was? Because I wasn't invited to this thing. So who was on the selection committee?
Me willing to.
Okay. Dope. All right. So your number 2 selection by those 3 Jurassic slap asses is.
He's trying to separate himself from the A-lister.
Oh, so he does have a nickname.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're doing this.
Oh,
we're doing this on air.
What's his nickname? What'd you say? What's this?
The A-lister. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, is he not a Miz fan?
No, he's a Miz fan. They asked me about it yesterday, and I was like, I couldn't remember, and it was just
okay.
I just didn't
behind the scenes stuff.
I didn't know he had a nickname.
Jackass. The Miz. The Miz has been really tearing it down with promo wise. The must-see TV Miz TV thing. We have his adaptability to put people over, to bury people. I mean, we literally had Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel just blowing in the wind, and now we enjoy seeing their promos that he mixed in with the Miz. He got stooges now. I wouldn't. They wouldn't be goons because they don't really. But they got stooges. They do a little thing.
I enjoy him on Miz TV. Like, I feel like he is just A1. Like, his reactions, his speech, he reads people. He like, you feel everything he says. Like, he literally reads people down to their socks, and I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, and
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And one thing I will say about Miz is he has one of the best move sets. That 1, he can put people over. 2, it's safe, and 3, it keeps him in the ring. So we don't. He's a guy that has very little injuries, and when you dealing with that kind of move set, that plays a big part in keeping storylines going. Because think about where we would be today with the storyline if Finn Balor never would have had that first injury, you know, for the Universal Championship. So the Miz, I love AJ Styles, but he takes a lot of rough hits and he takes a lot of risks that could end badly. That's why I put the Miz over him for in this list.
I just think his promos are dope.
Yes.
Hands down. That's how I feel about the Miz. I feel like what can I say? Promos are dope. He does what he's supposed to do. Like, just like I said about Braun, he's down for the cause as well. Yeah, I like the Miz.
I think that the Miz is, when it's all said and done, like, he is going to be one of the greatest sports entertainers of all time. And the majority of the work, like, you have guys, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, I don't know, did you ever get into WCW?
Not as much.
Not as much. Okay. When you get a chance, look up a guy named Chris Canyon.
I've heard of him.
Look up Chris Canyon. Okay. Let me tell you something. Chris Canyon was When I tell you one of the greatest in-ring performers, one of the most innovative guys I've ever seen in the ring, you go, what is that move called? He made up stuff. He's a guy that created stuff in the ring and other people took and made famous because, you know, he was just creating. And with all that being said, he had a list. He just couldn't put it together with the mic. You know, it wasn't like he was awful, but it's just like he couldn't sell it. And for all that in ring means nothing if you can't stand flat-footed and not jump off a top rope, not cut your head open, not, you know, fall off of a Hell in a Cell, not, you know, like all the things that we go, oh, like Kofi, and, you know, jumping out of the Royal Rumble and finding interesting ways. With all that being said, if you can't stand flat-footed and carry a show, he has been one of the guys that I've seen carry a show. And when I say this, I'm going to say this. I have not seen anyone carry a show like The Miz since Ric Flair. And I mean that.
Yeah.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we give to you our number one of the Dirty Dozen. The Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka.
I love Asuka. She is dope. Her moveset, her in-ring capability is so dope. It's so quick. It's so lightning fast. In my opinion, like she's dangerous, and I love her. It's like
Seriously. And the thing is, it's little nuances. No, she can't. Yes, she has broken English, right? But the things that makes a promo great is those looks, that little intimidation factor. You know, when she comes out in the ring, she has that exotic feel, and you're like, I'm into this. But when she snaps off and kicks somebody, or you know, somebody hits her, and okay, and then bop bop bop, you know, it's like. Literally, Asuka scares the hell out of me at times.
I love when she comes out and she taunts the other opponents' entrances or stuff that they do. Like, that's all doing stuff that nobody else is doing, and she's finding ways around the language barrier, which really isn't a big deal.
Exactly.
Thank you for saying that. First and foremost, I think, you know, have I ever told you my idea for Asuka? No. What I would do if I was creative? Okay, so I would allow Asuka to speak Japanese, period. Because when she does it, the crowd loves it. Because you can she's telling the story, like she does so much with her eyes, and she looks around, and she's amazing when she just speaks Japanese. But this is what I think she should do. She should have her, like, I wouldn't call it a faction, but she should have an entourage. She should kind of be like the female Miz, right? She should have a couple Harajuku girls who dress up like kind of like how the New Day does, right? They dress up and stuff, but they would come out, you know, in anime clothes and stuff. And they follow around, they take pictures with everybody. They're always doing selfies and being over the top Japanese Harajuku girls, like, hold on, I see my, and they, you know, just being really cute and taking pictures with their phones with all the fans and stuff, right? So it should be like 2 or 3 of those girls. Then she should have a really bookish, very bookish, meek, thin male Japanese interpreter, right? And whom she abuses, right? Like she talks crazy too, and she's like, well, Asuka said, it's like, no! She just like berates him, and it's like, we don't know if that's exactly what she said. And then like she's looking around like doing her little Asuka thing, like calculating if that's what he said. And then the Harajuku girl's like, listen, if they did that, kind of like basically, what was your boy name? With the Rosebuds.
Oh.
Adam
Rose.
Adam Rose.
Like a scaled down Rosebuds, and have her with this entourage, and it's people with her that's taking pictures for Japan. It's like, you know, like she's this huge deal, and people would hate her. Like they would hate her, and I would love it because it'd be so delicious. But Asuka, I loved her when she was in Japan. I loved her as Kana. She was the most amazing female I'd ever seen in my life. I was watching her then. She still has movesets that I didn't think that they would ever allow in WWE. I was like, she's not going to be allowed to do that, you know. And she's absolutely breathtaking. Kudos to your list. Did you guys want to talk about your runner-up list?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Whose list do you want first?
Let's T-Shacks. Let's go ahead.
You want to put T-Shacks up? All right. Here is Tiff's runner-ups.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with one of my faves, Velveteen Dream.
Mm-hmm.
He is one of my favorites because he has his gimmick down to the T. He knows what he wants to do. He has his finishing moves ready. He's great in the ring, and the audience responds to him. When he was in Indy, like, I was not expecting people in Indy to get it. And just as soon as he stepped out, everybody was like, Velveteen, Velveteen, just like shouting his name. Like, it was really like a thing. He's getting ready to take off. Like,
Yep.
y'all need to watch. It is gonna be dope.
Okay. Who else you have?
I had one of my other favorites, Aleister Black.
Which?
You want to talk about a moveset?
Yes.
He has it. And I can't wait for him to move up because I feel like I see the same moveset on our current roster. And he's so different. It kind of closer to Asuka, but he's so different. It's different moves. I would love to see his set with some other of the main roster people. Might work. It's getting there. He's doing his fade to black thing, which is pretty dope. But I think he's gonna be awesome when he moves up. And then my last one is Jinder Mahal.
Oh, hell, the Maharaja.
I love him, and people hate him, and I love him so much because I feel like his promos reads people, and he's very honest.
Yes.
When he said something about like you only want people like Randy Orton to be your champion, that was real because that's what the audience really does want. But why not have a Jinder Mahal?
He has the look. He has the moveset.
He has the suits.
Looks good. He's intelligent. You know, ring awareness and ring intelligence counts for a lot of things in this industry.
You can tell he bounces back from bad situations. Like, he'll always reference the 3MB
oh my God,
era of his life because he's just like, I came a long way. And he did. He definitely did.
He definitely did.
Those are my list.
I like your list.
Yay.
No, seriously, I really like your list. I think as far as the NXT guy goes, Velveteen, when you talk about a guy that has it all put together.
He knows what he wants.
He has it all put together. And when he comes to the main roster, be on the lookout because this guy he could take what Goldust did and go through the stratosphere.
Yes.
He could go through the stratosphere. Like, I could see this guy being a multiple time IC champ. I could see him bouncing back and forth between both brands. I see US, and I can see him going for one of the top titles and carrying it because, listen, the kid got go. I love watching The Dream. I love Aleister Black. Everything that you said, Tiff, was on point. That guy's moveset is phenomenal.
Aleister Black is a scary dude. Like, if I was having to fight him, I would just lay down. And the fact, I didn't even mention the fact that he pops up and he does his when he sits up after he's done kicking ass in a match. Like, it's just so clean. Like,
yes.
Yeah, he's dope. I like Aleister, and yeah, it was a good list. So whose list do you want to go to next?
We're gonna talk about my list now.
You want your list?
Yes.
Okie dokie. We're gonna go to Tone's runner-up.
So, first off, I have Shayna Baszler. So, I like the Queen of Spades. She got that intimidation factor. If we're talking the MMA background, like they're trying to push on us now, she's that person. You know, I really feel like Ronda should have been at NXT. She should have been pushed to the main roster. Of course, especially with Asuka going over to SmackDown, you could have had Shayna just come through and have a good, not just okay, but a good rivalry with Nia Jax for the women's championship on Raw. She has those mic skills, but more than anything, she can sell other opponents just as well as she can sell herself. I like the come out, the Queen of Spades thing.
I don't like her entrance.
You don't like her entrance?
She comes out and she throws up the spade. That's cool. And then she just hits this kiss and just stands there. Like, it looks goofy.
I like it because it's that, you know, kiss out to my haters. Y'all mad.
And I'm sitting here like, boo. Because that's exactly how I feel. Like, it reminds me of like when Natalya goes, yay, and everybody goes, boo. Like, it reminds me of that.
Yes. Yes. Next, I have Alexa Bliss. Mic skills, best woman in the WWE on the mic.
I agree.
I like her athletic ability. I like her moveset. I just don't think that you don't like her moveset.
I don't like her finishers.
Oh no! I don't like her finisher. Listen, she has a great DDT though. That DDT is believable.
Yeah, but it's still a DDT.
Hey,
Jake the Snake had a DDT. A DDT could be dope. Like, okay, real quick. So, what makes a great finisher? Who has one of the greatest finishers to you?
Ooh, put me on the spot. Greatest finisher.
Yeah, knee jerk.
Oh, because I have so many.
First one off the top of your head. Okay.
AJ Styles, off the top rope.
Oh, the Phenomenal Forum.
Yes, that's a dope one. I just like original ones, like something that's different. That's kind of like my style. I know I'm gonna come up with one later. I'm gonna be like,
okay, I'll give you that. But like, so look at like Eddie Guerrero is a Hall of Famer, and
he had such a good frog splash.
But it's a frog splash.
Oh, favorite finisher 619. That's my favorite.
619.
Yeah.
That is some corny shit.
What?
619
No, what's
is corny.
What's corny is when people try to redo it, like the Swiss 19. I almost changed the channel. I was so offended.
It's corny. I remember when he was doing it in WCW and it didn't have a name. He just would do it. So like he would just spin around the ring and come back at you. It wasn't a finisher yet.
Right.
It just was something that he would do, you know, a little flair. But it's corny. Like, you know, five knuckle shuffle. Corny.
Oh, that's not good.
We can go down the line. It's a bunch of bad finishers out there. That's like, really?
619 is booming. That's a finisher.
That's a finisher.
Alexa Bliss's Twisted Bliss and DDTs. That's somebody's old dirty rag that she's cleaning off.
Hey, listen. If you like Mankind's DDT, if you cheer for Dean Ambrose, Dirty Deeds, okay? If we cheer, it's just the DDT.
He's got the crunchiest moveset. I don't. Who else you got on this list? Sanity. They are a put together team. Nikki Cross, Eric Young, Gillian, and what's the other one name? The gorilla one. Yeah. I can never remember his name, but they put on performances. They are great, and just like the New Day, depending on who you get, you have to change your wrestling style. And for their speed, their technique in the ring, the way they change out, when they had the match versus Authors of Pain, and Nikki Cross went through that table.
Let me tell you, that was my first NXT. The first thing I've ever seen NXT before. That was my first time ever seeing it. I said, am I watching ECW?
Seriously. And literally, my only fear of Sanity is that when they come up to the main roster, they're going to mess them up. That is literally my main fear. Because look how they did the Wyatt family for a long time. They hit it right, and then it got spunky. And like, Sanity is literally a perfect group. And you should literally keep that faction, that sense of...
They're going to end up in the fashion police messing with the main roster.
Oh my God.
No, they won't. I think they'll leave Sanity right where they are.
They
They will try to get Eric on a solo tip though, because he's great on the mic.
Yeah.
And he was champ over there at TNA.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a bona fide, wrestling guy. He's a guy that you can go, yeah, let's put the US strap on him. Let's put the tag titles on those other two buffoons. Let's do something. Nikki, I'm gonna be honest here. I ain't buying her.
What? She's so different.
Okay, she can't wrestle.
But you know what? Her gimmick is so good. I didn't even notice.
Psychotic white woman. Yep, that.
She can't wrestle.
I can buy into that.
We've seen that. We've seen how many crazy white women have we seen in WWE?
Not like her though. We have the AJ Lee that skips out. And
Luna Vachon. Do you remember Luna Vachon? Luna.
The one that was with Goldust. Okay.
Well.
Yep. All right. Let's put Will's. Let's throw Will's runner-ups real quick.
Yep. So
Will has on here. He has Dolph Ziggler, Bobby Roode, and Randy Orton. I'm not gonna speak for Will, but I knew Randy Orton was gonna be on his list once I saw you guys' list. He is a huge fan of Randy Orton. I never understood it. The Viper, that is a guy that I just don't get. Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler are absolutely phenomenal. Those two guys are beast mode. Absolute beast mode. So those are your runner-ups. Those are some good lists. I would like to first and foremost say you all are very disrespectful.
Okay.
You're very disrespectful.
I wear my hat.
You're very disrespectful. Not to have Shinsuke Nakamura whatsoever on this list. It's disrespectful. To not have Shinsuke. To not have him at all on this list is disrespectful. To not have Shinsuke. He won the Royal Rumble, and to not have Shinsuke Nakamura on this list is disrespectful. I don't know. I'm not saying he should have been high up. But to just not have Shinsuke Nakamura on this list is disrespectful. That's number one. The next person I think you guys, do you guys have a comment on that? Why you guys didn't select him?
My reasoning is the list is just real small.
Yeah.
You have understand you have Braun Strowman.
But I really like Braun Strowman.
But you have Braun Strowman on the list. I'm not saying that you shouldn't like him, but you have Braun Strowman on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Versus, if you're talking a generational performer, he's probably the biggest performer in the world. And you guys have no respect for Shinsuke Nakamura. Why is that? I'm ready to hear it.
It's not that I don't respect him.
Why didn't he make the list? That's what I'm trying to understand.
It's all the promos just aren't there with him. The promos are just not there. Yes, he comes out, he has a great entrance, he does all that great stuff.
And Finn Balor's just cutting the meanest promo out there. You're telling me right now that Finn Balor is in the Hall of Fame of promo cutting?
No, I'm not.
He's first ballot? No, I didn't think so. Okay. Hell, Seth just started getting good in the last couple years. Seth corny ass. Hey guys, I'm gonna come out here.
It's not like he's out here Ronda Rousey in it out here
Is this our new thing?
Every time.
I'm on her head.
You guys have some questionable promo cutters out here. The only thing that Xavier Woods is good for is cutting promos. That's it.
He has good in-ring ability.
They all work really good together.
I'm not saying together. Notice what I said. I singled him out. If you're singling out Ronda Rousey, I'm singling out. I'm not saying he's a weak link. He's okay in the ring. He's another guy I don't believe in. I don't believe nothing he does in the ring. I don't believe nothing he does in the ring. I could watch him be like, okay. Kofi, Big E, I buy it. Peanut butter and jelly time. That cornball, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. But Shinsuke Nakamura's on your list. That's disrespectful. The next, and you guys still didn't give a credible reason, so I'm shocked by that. You guys, you're stepping out of it.
Yeah.
Did you guys even mention him in the discussion? No, y'all didn't.
No.
Okay. Wow. Raphael, where is Rafael Martinez? We got to get Rafael on the horn. Got to get him on this conversation. So the next person I think that you guys would disrespect me with is not having Brock Lesnar on that list.
Really?
Absolutely. And I'll tell you why. You mentioned the match with AJ Styles. Brock did just as much work as AJ did in selling that match. You want to talk about a versatile match? He made AJ Styles a guy that in real life, he would fold him up like a half of a turkey sandwich. The struggle sandwich. You know, you ain't got nothing. You got to just cut it in half. You got one piece of bread. You got to fold it in half. And he would have just taken 2 bites and it would have been over. He would have 2-bited his ass and it would have been over. He made AJ look like he could beat him. And Brock did that. Brock sold that. And for you guys not to even kind of credit him for selling AJ is, come on. He sold AJ. After that, I was like, oh, AJ goes on Mount Rushmore for me. I was like, AJ's on Mount Rushmore. But I was like, hats off to Brock Lesnar for selling it though. For doing something for the company. That was a whole company move. Brock Lesnar 15 years ago would not have done it. He would not have done it. He couldn't sell Goldberg. He couldn't sell a guy his size. He wouldn't move. But he made him look believable. But listen, I don't know. That's that.
Maybe if it was Brock Lesnar / Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
No.
Because Paul Heyman had the promos.
You know what? I think, let me say this. I think you guys are putting too much stock in promos because I will say this. Those promos that Brock Lee's like, when he's sitting there doing those, he's like, I don't give a shit about none of it. Like, when he starts talking, listen.
Okay.
Brock is entertaining when he's funny, man. Like, you're talking about the guy who came up with Suplex City. Like, you're talking about the guy who came up with Suplex City. You know, Bret Hart is a Hall of Fame. Nobody's arguing about Bret Hart's greatness. And Bret Hart was one of my favorite wrestlers for like 20 years. Bret wasn't the most amazing dude on the mic. I think you guys are giving just a little too much to the promos. A little too much. That's right. I think 2 women I would have had on my list. There are 2 women and they're both in NXT. Ember Moon and Kairi Sane.
She almost made my honorable mention.
Yeah.
Because I truly enjoy Ember Moon.
She's amazing. I loved her the first time I saw her in NXT. I was like, oh my God, she's amazing. And then Kairi Sane.
I've seen her.
I think Ember Moon is corny though. I literally think she corny. Like the contacts, I respect her moveset and everything, but the howling and all, I think she's corny.
I'm not gonna argue against what she's trying to push over, the whole anime weird. I'm the weird black girl who, feel more comfortable around white boys kind of vibe. Like, she has that vibe. She has that vibe. Then I saw that she's married to the white boy. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense, you know. But I'm not against it. But you can tell that she's awkward, and she's trying to, But once she crosses over into that ring, her in-ring ability supersedes all of that. I forget about the context. I forget it all, and I just go.
She has the best finisher.
Listen.
In WWE.
Did you see Royal Rumble? Did you see her show out at the Royal Rumble with one arm? Y'all disrespect, man. And Kairi Sane. Those are NXT is my favorite program.
Yeah.
56 minutes of fun. Get in, get it out. You know what I mean? Like a good sex session.
I was with him until it went left.
It always went.
That one left. Oh,
So now I feel disrespectful now. I don't know about you. Looking back.
I just feel how I feel.
Yeah,
I said what I said.
Come on, Nene.
This is whack.
Okay.
All right. Where y'all going next? It is now time
To talk WrestleMania.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Who's ready for this 12 hours of boredom?
I'm not. Let's not. What's that man? That announcer that.
Michael Cole,
Yeah,
everything.
Let's not Michael Cole it. Yeah.
Michael Cole is an obsolete mule. I'm just listen. I am not excited about WrestleMania, and this is the first year in a long time that I've been like, when I wasn't excited about WrestleMania, I had fell out of wrestling. Just wasn't into it like that anymore. But this is in recent years, the past 5 years since I've gotten back into it. This is the only WrestleMania I'm not excited about. I don't care for it.
Yeah, I was excited maybe 5 months ago, and then when I seen how it was shaping up, I was just like, dang.
How are y'all just booking matches? 2 and 3 weeks beforehand. Only match that we knew for sure that was happening was the world champion match with AJ or with Shinsuke, because you hit Fastlane when you was like, AJ might not make it, and it could have been John Cena versus Shinsuke. You know what I mean? It was just like, I'm just not excited for it. I'm just really not excited for it. And speaking of that, did you see the pettiness that New Japan did engaged in?
No, I didn't.
So on YouTube, they on their official YouTube page, they put Shinsuke versus AJ for the IWGP Championship on there, the full match on their page. So literally, it's like, this is what y'all finna see. They pulled a WCW Nitro type move. It's like, oh, y'all talk about it's a dream match? We had that match years ago. Here y'all go. Free to the public. And now, for me, that was like, all right, so what is it? How y'all gonna respond this weekend? Y'all gonna have to step the game up a lot.
I don't know. I hope there's just a bunch of surprises, because I remember last year, one of the complaints that I seen the most was that they didn't hold back too many surprises. So maybe that's what they're doing this year. Maybe there's some surprises.
I mean, we got a few things that could bring some surprises. So, first and foremost, the Women's Battle Royale. What they did with the Women's Royal Rumble. How many surprises we got then? So, in this Women's Battle Royale, we might see some, characters, not only from NXT, but from various other indie wrestling.
I hope so.
Who would you have?
Oh, I definitely want Ember.
Ember? You want nothing
totally.
about?
I need Ember Moon to get called up tomorrow.
Really?
Totally.
If she gets called up, that means she finna take that L on Saturday.
That's what I'm hoping. Like, that's what I'm like. If she loses, I know what's going on. Let's go.
They would be good to have on the roster. So we have the women's battle. I honestly think that I have Becky winning it. So
she needs it.
Yes, no, seriously, she needs it.
She needs it.
If we're talking, like, Natalya is always gonna be a heart, it's Naomi. She doesn't need it,
What? I think that's my pick. Naomi? Yeah, I think she needs it.
I don't think so. I mean, her what she doing with this glow movement and everything, she don't need that. It was literally like how they did Bray Wyatt. What she need the title for? She's over. The crowd loves her. They're buying every time she comes out. Everybody have the glow stick and the glow dreads thing and everything.
Yeah, but I think she could be more over.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. I think most of these women could be more over.
Yeah.
I think most of them could be more over. So, I think that you're absolutely right in that statement. However, I don't think she needs the win. I think the person that probably needs the win will be Becky, Ruby Riott.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Too bad Paige is injured.
Yeah, she would have been.
Paige would have probably been the winner of it all. Paige would have probably took it all because we saw Ruby go for the title and have a great match. And before Paige, got injured, we hadn't seen her do anything, and I think that really messed up WrestleMania for them.
Yes,
I think that messed up because I think they wanted Paige to be in the mix for that. So yeah, I think we might get a surprise though. I think there might be a surprise entrant.
Yeah, hopefully they're gonna have to have a few surprise entrants. From there, we go to the men's Royal Rumble, the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. I'm not excited about this one. Like, we have this every year, and they try to make it out like this is such a big thing. Y'all, nobody who's won this has done anything. Like Cesaro, I guess Cesaro, you could say Cesaro won it. He got the tag championship now. Baron Corbin won it. Mojo Rawley won it last year. It was like,
I want them to repackage him like a bad Christmas gift.
Yeah, I saw your tweet when you said that, and I absolutely agree with you.
Did you see that match that he had this week? I cringed watching it because he did like some sort of football-esque like runner move, maybe like track move before he like did a spear into the corner. It was interesting. And I was just like, y'all got him out here wilding. And he's supposed to be your like Andre the Giant winner, and he's out here looking goofy.
But that's something that they can do different with the women's battle royale versus how many times they messed up the men. If you win this battle royale, it should mean something. We shouldn't talk about it for you won it for 2 weeks and then it just changed. Like, we don't even talk about it no more. Yeah. We don't talk about it until the next WrestleMania where it starts coming up again.
Well, I think you and I talked about it, right? They have enough in-ring performance, probably one of the deepest rosters WWE has had in a couple decades now. Like, for real.
Yeah.
So, first and foremost, you set up the Andre the Giant to give that person, let's say for instance, that gives them a higher seed in Survivor Series. Or it gives them an automatic seed in
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. Like, you win this, you get an automatic seed for Money in the Bank. You know, like, it comes with a stake to move the storyline forward for one of these specialty pay-per-views. And you know, these guys are wanting to win it because that would propel you to a status to go, hey, well, I could do something, you know. And so I definitely think it should be, because what do we say about Survivor Series? That, like, you could literally survive like each different weight class. Like, you should have like 205 Survivor Series. You should have like junior weight Survivor Series, and you should have all these different weight class.
All these eliminate where it's a mixture of eliminations, but it's also sort of King of the Ring type prowess with these same matches. Mm-hmm. So then it changes the whole aspect of Survivor Series, because one, you're eliminating people that's in your weight class, but you also have to worry like, all right, I still got to go against these guys. You know, it'll change the whole feeling of these matches. So like we said, it should come with something.
Yeah, I don't have a pick for this match.
Who's in it? Who's the biggest name in it?
Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My pick is going to be Johnny Gargano if he's like a surprise.
It got to be a surprise coming with this. I'm not even excited about it. It's Matt Hardy, delete something. I hope Woken Wyatt shows up. Woken Wyatt.
That'd be fun.
That
That'd
would
be fun.
that
I
would
would like that.
That would
That's a good
change
call.
that would change a whole lot of things the way the repackaged Bray Wyatt comes
I don't think that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be something for
after
Mania.
Mania. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be after Mania. Let me say this though, I'm completely different. I'm kind of excited for both of those battle royals. I think we're gonna see a couple surprises. I think that we haven't heard much, so the show has to do something. And I think that's where, because that's kind of going to be the midpoint, because we're going to have a 2-hour kickoff show, right? Then we're going to go into those matches. So I think we're going to see something in those two programs. I think we're going to see something. So I think those might be our sleepers of the night.
We also got to take in mind, I just thought about it. As much stuff is going on in New Orleans. New Japan's going to be there. Ring of Honor is going to be there. TNA is going to be there. And Lucha Underground is going to be there. So if there is surprise entrances, we could see some entrances in the Battle Royale from other indie scenes.
I don't know about that.
Hopefully.
I don't know about that.
Hopefully.
Let
Don't
the
hold
man
your breath.
dream.
Well, yeah, you going.
I don't hold.
Have your
Listen,
dream.
I don't hold my breath for nothing. WWE, believe me.
Okay.
We got the Cruiserweight Championship. Mustafa Ali versus Cedric Alexander. I think they're gonna tear the house down. I love Mustafa Ali. I think that he has that it's a forward 450s.
Oh, splash.
Yeah, like senton shooting star 450 splash, like that's one of the craziest things I've ever seen any performer do. The cruiserweights have been doing better on 205 Live. Match wise, they've been showing out. We've gotten away from these long draw-winded storylines, especially since Amore has vacated WWE. He vacated the premises. So I think these guys might use this as a time to tear the house down. I'm
rooting for everybody black. Cedric Alexander.
This man name is Mustafa Ali. He's
I think you're absolutely right, Anthony. I think they put them in a great spot. I don't know if the Battle Royals are first or if they're first. I would hope that the Battle Royals are first.
Yeah, hopefully.
That kind of hypes the crowd up. But wait, no, these are the kickoff shows, right?
This is the kickoff show.
Both of these?
Yeah,
yes.
Like people are going to be walking in during this.
Oh, no.
I know.
Yeah.
They playing them to the left.
Oh, no. But nevertheless, Cedric, the people watching at home, Cedric and Mustafa when you know that you made WrestleMania, I don't care. You have to show out. You
have to.
I feel like they do it every week when they perform, though.
Yeah, you're right. 205.
205. It's very reminiscent of the cruiserweight of WCW time, because they had some of the best technical and some of the best high flying. I think that that's what 205 reminds me of, the first hour of WCW.
Not quite. I see where you're going, but
I said reminiscent.
Yeah, not quite. Don't remind me yet. It's just the fact that they have it. They don't remind me because, they don't have anybody close to the charisma of Billy Kidman.
Oh, no.
They don't have. I mean, listen, you got to think. You had Billy Kidman, Dean Malenko. You had all
Eddie.
the luchas. All the
Yeah.
luchas. Silver King. You
Liger.
Had
young Liger.
All the luchas. You had Chris Jericho. You had one of my favorites. What's his name? Das Wonder Kid.
Oh, man.
If you've never seen Das Wonder Kid, he was a German. He was like a 6'2".
I would have never guessed.
Oh, Das Wonder Kid. Oh, are you being funny?
I was trying.
Okay. It worked. I got it. Doing it for the Shield. Boo.
Das.
So, who's next?
The Raw Tag Team Champion. So we have the Bar, Cesaro.
Bar. Gotta hold up the bar.
And versus number 10, Braun Strowman and a mystery tag team partner.
I don't know. Strowman's about to knock that mohawk sideways.
Listen, we had this discussion, me and Pimpin' Moolah. We had this discussion that if you really want to do something to innovate the tag team division right now, because the tag team division has, especially on Raw, has gotten boring, have Braun Strowman win it as a singles competitor.
So do you think that wastes the other tag teams that aren't getting as much play on Raw?
Yes. No, completely. I think since when they had the whole thing about with the Shield and the Bar going back and forth, I thought it was a waste of all the tag teams they had on there. And it just was confusing because you would give Titus Worldwide all these spots of winning over the Bar, and then they lose in the title matches, and it was like, what are y'all doing here? What are y'all doing here? And then you have a battle royale, and y'all just let Braun Strowman come through and knock everybody out.
Knock Titus out, knock the Revival out. What?
The Revival. Why are we seeing the Revival? Why isn't the Revival at WrestleMania? Like, I want the Revival at
A lot of people
WrestleMania.
do. A lot of people do, and they're just not getting love from the creators. Like
they got buried at Raw 25, and we knew this was coming. We knew this was coming. The two worst burials I've seen in recent years, when they did that to the Ascension, and when they did it to the Revival, and it's like, what are y'all doing? You building up these teams, and then you just have them get beat up by legendary teams, and they can't come back from that. You know, the Ascension is doing skits with Breezango now. It's like, why do you do that? It makes no sense to me. Because literally the Revival in NXT, the Revival was a shutdown team. They had great matches, believable matches versus Authors of Pain. And I'm like, these little guys picked this. And okay, Shatter Machine, I was with it. Then their rivalry with DIY, some of the best tag team action I had seen in years. And y'all just bury these guys. It makes no sense to me. Y'all buried them for X-Pac? Sex Pac? That's who y'all buried? You let X-Pac hit an X Factor, the dullest X Factor. That wasn't even an X, that was a T. It had crookedly went. Oh my God. I didn't get it. I don't get it. But the Bar versus Braun Strowman, man. Who you got?
I had Braun. I don't know if they're really going to bring somebody out. Maybe if they bring somebody, I don't know, from the past to come out. Or if it's just going to be Braun and Braun.
Braun and Brain.
Braun and Brain.
Braun and Brain. I don't know what I want from this match.
I don't
I'm not expecting anything. If there's a guest interest that we wasn't expecting, it'll be great. But Braun's a performer, Cesaro's a performer, Sheamus is a former world champion. So I mean, it's gonna be a good match either way. Either way.
I'll be tuning in regardless. I just don't have a favorite right now. Maybe when I see the match, I'll pick somebody.
Yeah, maybe we see a tag team partner, we'll be like, but who knows? Of tag teams, we got SmackDown tag, the Usos versus the New Day versus the rebranded Wyatt family. Bludgeon Brothers.
I'm actually excited for this one. I think this is gonna be good. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be good, especially with the little promos they've been cutting, and the Bludgeon Brothers have been having them scattered.
Hey, I see a 6'2" white man coming at me with a giant mallet. I'm running too.
In a pig mask?
In a pig mask.
I'm gone.
This is a bad horror movie. What are we doing here?
And they ran like the club was getting shot up.
Oh, yeah!
That is how they ran out that ring. Like,
these white guys got some mallets. Yeah, man, we shouldn't even be here, bro. Let's go. We out of here. And what made it so funny, they in the midst of fighting each other, and see the white guy like, oh
Yeah,
man,
that's what made it so funny. It's
as
like,
the team, we need to get out of here.
exactly.
So, who do you have?
I have the New Day. I think the New Day is gonna push through. Yeah. As much as I love the Usos, and I love the Usos.
I have the Usos. I have the Usos. As long as they don't do that same thing they did last year, they have like it's gonna be a fatal 4-way tag team, and they bring back a classic tag team. I have the Usos. I think they're gonna double super kick Rowan in his ginger beard, and they're gonna splash him, and he's gonna get pinned. 1, 2, 3. Usos get their moment.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. I don't. Have we paid attention? Because typically WWE loves to have faces win the straps at WrestleMania. Like it's just.
I feel like New Day is the face though because they have
They
been
are.
going out and doing all the interviews. They had them on what night show was it? I wanna say
All of them. They've been everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, up, down, down is officially the gaming show for WWE.
They're the faces, but so with that being said, and they've been running away from the Bludgeon Brothers, so there's no swerve to you guys. There's like we think there's just the New Day is gonna be like the 26th time tag champ. You think New Day's walking away with it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yes.
I think Usos, personally, so.
I'm not gonna be sad. I just know it's gonna be a good match.
As long as it ain't the Bludgeon Brothers. It's gonna be a good match. As long as it ain't the Bludgeon Brothers walking away with it, I'm fine. Let's see.
Up next, you have the next match is the 3-way, Randy Orton versus
Fatal
Jinder Mahal.
4-way.
Oh, it's Fatal 4-way.
Yeah.
What?
Rusev has been added to that mix.
When did they add? This happened Tuesday?
At the
Yes.
last ass crack meeting. Like,
Yes.
I'm talking
He
about.
didn't even get added to the graphic. He wasn't even added to the graphic. On the graphic, we have Bobby Roode, Jinder Mahal, and Randy Orton. Rusev got added at the last minute, huh?
Yes.
And we didn't even get that in production.
Oh.
Didn't even make it in the production.
Yes.
Yeah.
Slid it in like the Viper.
Because of fan support.
Fan support.
Fan support.
Literally. Rusev Day. WrestleMania falls on Rusev Day.
Fan outreach has got him in there. So with that being said, then I'm gonna make my prediction. Rusev is walking away your U.S. champ.
Yeah.
I can't even argue that.
Yeah.
Rusev.
Originally, I was gonna pick Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
But
Yep. I was gonna say
then
Jinder.
Rusev got into it. I'm like, what we
It's
gonna
Rusev.
do?
It's Rusev. Yes. No, seriously. We come to a unanimous decision on Rusev
It's Rusev Day every day.
every day.
Yeah, I think that's quietly an easy pick. I think that he's just so over. The WWE Universe has said what they wanted. They want Rusev.
Rusev. Yes.
And it's like, guys, this can't hurt Vince McMahon and creative. They said, wait a minute, this guy is that popular. Put the strap on him and let's see what happens. It's a mid-card strap. It's not hurting anybody. Give him the U.S. title and let's see what happens this go around with the strap.
Yeah.
Because he had it before.
He had it
And
before.
when he had it, he ran with it.
He ran with it, and we seen some of the him put on some great performances against Kevin Owens, against John Cena, against various other people.
I think he was amazing when he went to WrestleMania
Mania,
as
yeah,
the U.S. And
yeah.
that's when Cena beat him.
Yep,
right?
Cena beat it for him with the STF, and they remember he had one of the longest premieres where he was undefeated. You know, he just had that because he peaked out and they had him fall, and it was hard to make it believable after he failed. You know, so it's Rusev Day again, baby. It's Rusev time, Hammer time, Rusev Day.
All right, the next matchup on the card is a lot of people predict this might be maybe one of the matches of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, it is The Miz versus
Finn Balor
versus
Seth Rollins. I have this as my match of the night. I honestly have this as my match of the night. We're finally gonna see just them go at it. Seth and Balor have been putting on performances as is. The Miz goes without saying. He sells it. He's great. The promos, everything. I think this match is gonna tell a story in the ring, and I think they're gonna burn it down.
It is gonna be a good match. I'm definitely going with Finn on this one.
Too soon.
I gotta pull back from it.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got that other thing going on. Hey, can I get an air too sweet?
Not from this way.
Yeah, no.
Y'all, listen, y'all ain't finna be college gang banging.
Reel it in.
Okay.
I'm sorry here, but guess what? The Miz has already had that baby.
Yeah, the Miz has had that baby.
The Miz is walking away. Your oxygen.
Yeah, and I mean and he keeps promoting it.
He's going to retain.
Yeah.
You think so?
He's going to retain.
I think so.
He's going to retain. Listen, he's going to retain. He's going on to break the record.
The longest reigning.
The longest reigning. He's going to break that record.
Then he's going to lose it.
And
take the time off for his.
They're going to let him. They're going to honor him for all of his hard work. They're going to let him win at WrestleMania. He's going to talk all the smack, all the big smack. He's going to go on for 2 more weeks, and then, because the baby's here. So they're like, all right, we're going to scramble. No, let's give this to him, because his moment is here. They're going to give it to him, and then he's going to drop it. Now it's going to be to whom? That's your question. I don't know, but as far as this is concerned, the Miz is walking out.
The Miz is walking out. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I'm a believer.
You're a believer? You're buying into it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Next up, WWE Universe is excited for this match. Okay, I'm gonna just the graphics gonna run this. It's gonna run this match. It's gonna run it. Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon versus KO and Sami Zayn. Your thoughts? Okay,
moving on.
Really? You guys want to move out of that?
So, I've been bored of this whole rivalry of theirs for probably like 3 months now. They've been running this whole rivalry for a long time. And the whole, he's making a miraculous comeback at WrestleMania. It's like, y'all known about this. Y'all, come on now. Yeah, whatever. What big jump Psycho Shane gonna do? You gonna jump off the top rope through a table? You gonna get a ladder? Throw him off the Titantron? What he gonna do? That's all we come here for. That's why we here.
I don't mind the time span of the story because I think that's good that they actually had a story that lasted, that wasn't rushed at the last minute. I appreciate that. But Shane, if it's not some sort of like cage, something extreme, like what are we doing? Like, you're really gonna get in this ring and box? No.
Right.
So I wasn't too big on the Daniel Bryan era, so I am excited to see what the people love.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I just,
here's something that I'm intrigued with, right? Notice what they're selling. Notice what they've been selling. That, me and these two guys, we've been up and down the road together. So they're Daniel Bryan's putting his health in his two friends' hands. And what type of in-ring story? They all seem to know each other very well in the ring. I think somehow Shane won't be as big of a factor. I think that KO and Shane have a good fight chemistry. I think that'll look good. And I'm interested to see how
this in-ring story plays out.
Yeah, like if Sammy's dragging around Daniel Bryan for a little bit, if KO is dragging him. You know, like, how are they gonna play this out? But the crowd, listen, if he does anything of note, they're gonna say he's back and he was match of the night.
Yep.
If he does anything
Yep.
of
he
note,
sneeze on KO and it's over.
Yep.
Yep.
They're getting all the yes chants.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get the foam fingers moving.
Mm-hmm. I honestly believe that Shane and Daniel are gonna win, and they keep on saying it emphasizes you'll be fired from SmackDown Live. So they're gonna win because Daniel Bryan's return match, have him win, you know, put him back, give the crowd what they want. Kevin, Sammy, see y'all on Raw. See y'all on Raw the next Monday.
So they can tear up some other mess.
Yeah, you know, see what they gonna do.
all right. Well, the next match of the night is, I feel, one of the more rushed matches out here. I think they manufactured this at the last minute.
They did, but I'm excited.
And you're excited, ladies and gentlemen. It is Miss Bliss versus Nia Jax.
Finally.
Finally, she get this. Yes.
In my rock voice. Finally.
Nia Jax.
About time.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes, it is her time. It is so her time. They had her out here looking goofy with these quick 2-second matches, and they finally gave her something and gave her a match that she could get this title.
I honestly believe this rivalry would be better, right? If they would have put her in the Elimination Chamber. Instead of having her go against Asuka, have her go in the Elimination Chamber.
They should have started this like November.
Yeah, they should have had this long running, you know? And in the Elimination Chamber, Alexa gets eliminated, you know, by Sasha or Bailey. You can still have the Bailey-Sasha thing happen. They eliminate them. They eliminate Alexa. Sasha and Bailey go against each other. Sasha eliminates Bailey or Bailey eliminates Sasha. And then Nia wins the championship, right? Then you can have that story bubbling like, you're supposed to be my friend. If you're my friend, you're going to give me my title back. Like, no. And that way you could still have Nia as the face, right? Mm-hmm. And pretty much Alexa, the bratty, popular teen high school girl that needs to be put in her place.
Yeah. Nia Jax paid her dues. She did a love story with Enzo Amore.
That had to be hard. Hard.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. I would like to ask you this question here, Tiff, if I may. What does the Nia Jax championship reign look like? What does it look like for the next 3 months?
I feel like they should really bring it, focusing on Irresistible Force, because that's what they keep branding and that's what they keep showing. Make her unstoppable.
I agree.
But haven't they already made her unstoppable?
No, because they messed up with the Asuka match.
Not even just the Asuka match. She got beat by Sasha. She got tapped out by Sasha.
Yeah, like they've been making her look weaker than what they've been branding. It doesn't match. They need to make her look like the real Irresistible Force.
And if we talking match wise, we can't really say nothing because before Elimination Chamber, Alexa hadn't defended her title since October. You know, so it's like,
and cried about it when she had to.
Literally, so it was like, you ain't defended. We ain't seen the women's title be on the line since October. So anybody that say, well, nobody's going against her, like, who cares? Alexa didn't do it either.
So let me ask you this question. So as champ, you feel that she has enough put together to make a memorable run?
I see where you're going. I see where you're going.
Because I feel like this might be a pity win.
I'm a little biased.
Okay, go ahead.
I enjoy Nia Jax. I enjoy her message. body confidence, all that. Like, so I am slightly biased on this win. I'm not thinking about what's best for business. I just love Nia Jax. I do feel like Carmella's gonna jack this up in some way, shape, or form, and I am going to get in my car and go home.
Good. I'm glad you got your senses back about get your mind right, because we talked about this.
Yeah.
She's gonna come out. She's gonna cash it in. She's gonna cash it in. But how do we get there where Nia is incapacitated? And I can't wait. I think this match is gonna have a great story. I think it's gonna have, a great finish with Carmella winning it and Nia getting screwed, because this can turn into a Daniel Bryan situation. Keeps getting close and keeps getting taken away. Keeps getting close, keeps getting taken away. Keeps getting close, and we kind of want to root for Nia. And I'm with you. Let me say this now. I'm biased because I want to be the Nia Jax official uniform washer. I want to just take all her outfits and wash them by hand.
Oh, wow. You called it.
By hand.
Yeah.
Next match.
Squeeze the sweat out.
Oh, wow. I lost my train of thought.
Kind of rub myself
All I
down
know
with
is
sweat.
if Carmella, Seth Rollins, Nia Jax, I know The Rock is going to be on somebody's phone.
Well, I know that the cock is going to... Wait, what are we talking about? What happened?
Next match.
Okay. The next match is... Well, I think it's going to be the match of the night. Woo! Charlotte Flair versus Asuka.
This is going to be so good.
It's going to be good. This is going to be a match. This is going to be a burn down the house match. I am excited for it. It's so many aspects. You don't know what to expect from this match.
I have no idea.
You don't know where it's going to go. So, but I think the streak is going to continue.
It's going to be interesting to watch Asuka almost maybe struggle to keep her streak.
I don't think that Asuka has went against an opponent like Charlotte yet in the ring. She's had some great matches with the other four horsewomen. I don't think that she's had, because Charlotte is top tier.
Yeah, Charlotte left NXT before she got there, and I was like, they sent Nia back to NXT to fight her, and I was like, she beat her easily in NXT, and I was like, why'd you do that? But let me say this, guys. Let me say this. I think this match is going to give us some shenanigans, and I think Rick is going to be involved. I think the dirtiest player in the game is going to involve himself in this.
We're going to heel turn Charlotte again?
I don't know, but
I just want Rick to enjoy life and just chill.
Hey, Rick been chilling. He put out videos in The Rock's new Under Armour.
And that's why I think he's going to be there. Listen, Vince capitalizes. Ric Flair's popularity is through the roof right now. And you cannot tell me on the grandest stage to not have Ric Flair come out and do anything. Everybody's going to be talking. Ric Flair's already trending. He's already hot. And you have Ric Flair show up at WrestleMania and screw Asuka somehow, and they won't count that against her. Like, something's going to happen. I'm praying.
Now I'm starting to get a little excited.
Yeah, this is the match that we've been excited for. Like, when she won, we was like, oh, put her against Charlotte, because either way, it doesn't hurt neither one of them. It doesn't. It doesn't.
It hurts Asuka.
It hurts Asuka.
It hurts Asuka.
Well, with your theory, it doesn't.
Yeah, but if it's a no DQ, because I don't know what the stipulations are.
Yeah.
So if it's a no DQ,
I wish they had some good stipulations on these matches, because it's looking like a long episode of
a long episode of Raw.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a bunch of promos in between.
Can we get a street fight? Can we get, you know?
Can we, you know what I would love? Like, I would love that you have a time limit on a match.
Yes.
And then you say, you know, we got to go to sudden death. You know, the first pin or the first, you know, whatever. You know, 2 out of 3 wins. Like, do something with some gravity to it. And you're absolutely right. You know, having stipulations forces creative to be creative.
Right.
So, yeah. But I think they're going to, I think this match is going to be talked about. I think it's going to be some shenanigans there.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be some shenanigans. Speaking of shenanigans,
Oof.
probably the best promo I've seen of WrestleMania, period. And John Cena's been trying with The Undertaker, but nothing has come close to the work that Stephanie Cutie Pie McMahon and Paul Levesque have been doing to sell Angle and Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Your thoughts?
I want Ronda to do well, right? I want her to do well. But the previous showings have not proved that this is going to go as planned. Like, you can't be, you falling through tables like an 80-year-old in a Life Alert video. You're giving your promos are late.
No, her entrances. Have you seen the way she hits that ramp?
She comes out like Kids' Choice Awards.
That's why you were the #1 draft pick. That's why you were the #1 draft pick here.
She comes out like she's at the BT Awards, just slapping hands and cheesing, and then
She comes out from behind the Titan, and she just looks like she's going in the wrong direction. She's like, oh, okay, let me go this. Like, she just looks like a deer.
Y'all remember when Kurt Angle came out with the Shield, and he was just
that was
he just looked like, I'm just so happy to be here right now.
Man, I just was.
That's her.
No, seriously, I'm not buying this match. I'm not into it. You know, Triple H and Kurt Angle, it'll be good to see again. But the whole Ronda mixed match, because they've been pushing this mixed match thing this whole time, right? They've been pushing it because they knew that, we know that Ronda ain't gonna be able to go in a singles competition. We can't put her in there with a bunch of other women either, you know, because then you will have people outshining her with in-ring ability. So let's make this mixed match challenge, and then we'll have a mixed match at WrestleMania with her in it, and we'll have people who can carry it. Because let's be honest, you can say whatever you want about Stephanie's in-ring ability in comparison to someone like a Charlotte, or to let's not say Charlotte, to someone like a Bayley or a Sasha, right? Stephanie has grew up in that ring. So say what you will, she can go. She knows how to put on a show. She knows what's best for business, and that's literally the thought of the authority. And Triple H, we don't have to say, you know?
Yeah, he's just cold on his own.
Yeah. Kurt Angle, he does his thing.
Let's hope he don't have to go find his inhaler like he did at the other match. Mid-match.
I'm going to say this, guys. I'm going to say this. This is my prediction. The match is going to go down to Ronda versus Triple H.
Yeah, I got that feeling.
The match is going to go down to Ronda versus Triple H.
Did y'all?
And she is going to make Triple H tap.
And you know it'd be funny if she made him tap with the arm hold
that she put on Mandy,
that Brock put on him. Remember, Brock made him tap at WrestleMania with then ripped his shoulder out.
It doesn't matter. It don't matter. I don't think, for me, it doesn't matter. I think what it tells everyone is that you said it tonight about a few different people about being a team player. Triple H is the ultimate team player.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He goes out here and he puts guys over. He is going to put Ronda Rousey over. he is going to make Ronda like we're gonna go wait. Ronda Rousey just beat the 14-time World Heavyweight Champion, the COO of WWE, the Cerebral Assassin, the King of Kings,
the
game, Triple H. And listen, moving forward, we're gonna be like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? And it's gonna be two paths from here on out that we're only gonna care about. If they do Nia right, and at some point, Asuka. Because the only thing that matters is Asuka's streak being intact when she finally meets Ronda Rousey. And we go, oh shoot, she beat Triple H. She went through all these chicks. Like, if anybody can beat Asuka, it's Ronda Rousey. And the stakes will be high. I think that's the only thing that we care about moving forward. I think that's the only thing. And so Paul is going to go above and beyond to put her over. He's gonna put her over. And I think you guys are gonna come back here next Wednesday and you're gonna say how great that match was. We'll run the tape back. You guys are gonna talk about how great that match was.
Might be true. I mean, if Ronda beats Triple H, at least, you know, she did something Booker T didn't.
And the next match on the card are these matches in order? Are these matches in order? The Universal title is going to be before the WWE title?
I don't know, but personally, I put it before the...
Okay, so the next match up is... I doubt it. It is...
I know.
It's not. But it could be. It's the Universal Championship match between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
I did not. Now he's being disrespectful.
Did he make either of your lists?
I considered it.
Did he make either of your lists?
No.
Okay, so please don't talk to me about.
Okay, you're splitting hairs here, though.
No, I'm not splitting hairs. I am not. Nope. This is not how you split hairs, sir. This is not. Continue.
I have been currently enjoying Roman Reigns promos on how Brock does not come to work, because he really had me sitting here like, I guess he don't. He just shows up whenever he wants to.
I will say this. This is the most over I've seen Roman Reigns since the first Shield run.
Yeah,
he was over.
He was
over the first Shield.
In the first Shield run, he was over. He was that guy. And literally,
after he beat the Undertaker, it's just been.
It was before that, but because they were basically trying to force him down our throats, you know, and you know when you being force fed something, it's like if you being force fed spaghetti every day, you're gonna be like, oh man, I'm tired of spaghetti. But take 2 months off, be like, you know what, I could go for some spaghetti. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm a fatty at heart. I always go to food references. But literally, this is the most Monday. Everybody was cheering for him, and it was like they're not jeering him. Like you've created a thought that this guy is standing up for the WWE universe, and they're willing to burn the contract with Brock Lesnar in order to put him all the way over to keep solidifying him as the guy. They've had Roman beat John Cena. They've had him beat Undertaker. They've had him beat everybody else. Now we're gonna make a big enemy for you to take out, and this is supposed to put him over, give him that WrestleMania moment. So I still got Brock Lesnar. All that said, I got Brock Lesnar.
I heard he was leaving.
It be up there. Like I hear all kinds of things with
That's
that.
True.
Like, is he gonna go back to the UFC? Is he gonna do this? You know.
That's an intriguing match. The only thing that I really care about is, are they going to deliver?
Yes.
Yeah, I want Roman Reigns to just get one more finisher, just one more, because the Superman punch after punch 12, I'm tired.
Yeah, it's corny. it's corny. Like, I need you to do something else.
I agree with that one. It's
my Samoan. I need you to do something else, brother.
My oos.
something.
Add something to the mix, homie.
Yeah.
Please.
Do the jackhammer. You know,
You know, yeah. Like
he does power bombs. He does. I can't say that I've really pinned him down for doing suplexes.
Who does?
Because that was more
Who has a suplex? I don't think suplexes. When was the last time you seen a suplex?
Rollins does it with his Falcon Arrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, the Falcon Arrow is a really good move. I love the Falcon Arrow.
I actually enjoy his little stomp.
I'm shocked they brought it back.
Yeah.
But they allowed they banned it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
They banned the curb stop.
Yeah, but after a certain point, you got to start like, all right, we tried the pedigree. That knee thing was just annoying. It's like, you really want me to believe somebody gonna let him spin out and jump up and not catch him and spine buster him? Like, I've seen street fights and that happen.
Oh yeah.
Like,
you leave his feet. You leave your feet. You fight me. Hey man, you deserve to lose your life.
You are
you
dead.
Jump an inch off the ground, fight me. It's like, ah! I'm taking your life. I'm spine busting the back of your head straight to hell.
Bro, you gonna be paraplegic messing around.
You
like,
gonna be blinking for your meals from here on out.
And then what made it worse is that they didn't even name it. It's just, you just hear Michael, it's the knee. What, Michael Cole? What is it?
Because we ain't got JR, man. JR came up with, JR be getting
together.
But this is the guy that hated Matt Hardy. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 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 Well, the final match of the night is arguably many insiders, many fans, and anyone who has entered the squared circle, a wrestler's dream.
Yes.
Match. Ladies and gentlemen, FCN 2, the Wooooo Show, final prediction of the night, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
I'm excited. Like I said, if you guys go to New Japan's YouTube, you can see the original match that happened at Wrestling Kingdom. I want to say 8 or 9. It was at Wrestling Kingdom 8 or 9 for the IWGP. And anybody that watches New Japan know they're very strict on their wrestlers winning. You know, they put on a performance, and it was one of those matches that stood out completely. Even in this day and age, I looked at that match as literally that's the formula for a great match. Mm-hmm. With that being said, we're not in New Japan no more, bro. You're not just gonna get the. I think AJ is gonna take it. I think WWE is gonna let AJ keep his title.
I mean, I want Shinsuke to win. That's my want. But what's gonna happen? AJ will probably keep it.
So here's my only thing. This is my only thing. If AJ doesn't keep the title, they're moving him to Raw. If
but he's the face that runs the place.
I know, and I love it. But if he loses the title, they have something planned where they're gonna move him to Raw. And with that being said, hopefully we would see the formation of the Bullet Club. You know, with Balor, AJ, Gallows, and Anderson. Yep. So I think AJ's gonna win.
Yeah, and they've been pushing these shirts.
They've been pushing it, like literally they had on the OGBC on the shirts, which is a New Japan shirt, which is a Bullet Club shirt. So I'm like, they finna go ahead and let that move over, you know? Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't be surprised if AJ lost, but I think they're gonna keep AJ on as the running champion.
I agree with that.
You got AJ?
I mean, I don't want it to be that way, but I agree with the logic. I want Shin to win. I definitely want Shinsuke Nakamura to win. I think that would be dope. But I think it's just gonna be a good match, and I'm excited for that overall.
Yeah, I listen. They got some of those moves that they have. If I've seen people get forearmed in the face, I've seen people get kicked in the face. Those moves are dangerous. Like, so either way, it's like they're playing with a full deck here. Mm-hmm. You know, they can wrestle. They got go. All of their matches tell stories. You know, and they know when to sell and when not to sell things. You know, I honestly want to see them get rid of this whole artist and rock star thing. I want them to have basically a New Japan North America match. I want to see them have those forearm strikes where they're both tired on the legs and they forearming each other. Mm-hmm. I want to see technical grappling that's off the wall, utilization of the ropes and the turnbuckles. I think it might burn down the house. I think this might be the match that we're sitting there like this is gonna be that match that's gonna be the Macho Man Ricky Steamboat years down the line.
Agreed. This match is, both of these guys are not getting any younger, and this is both of their at an advanced age. They came to the WWE, mm-hmm. and so this is their legacy match. This match right here is their legacy match. So I think the two of them know that. I think that most insiders know that. I think they're saying that, like, man, these guys are going to put every bit of what they have given the wrestling business in that match that night. They're going to lay it all out there. And for Shinsuke, he has to show let's just say it, the wrestling world through WWE, whether people like it or not, it's WWE. Whether you like it or not, it's WWE. To show the wrestling world why he is Shinsuke Nakamura. And I think he knows what's going on. And I think AJ Styles, even though we've seen all these big matches that he's had thus far, he knows that this is the match that we're all going to talk about. That WWE allowed him to put together probably the best run that anybody has had since Kurt Angle.
Yes.
Since Kurt Angle. And I mean that. Mm-hmm. And I don't say that lightly. Kurt Angle is a Hall of Famer for a reason. Mm-hmm. And I think after this is done, he will be able to walk directly into the Hall of Fame after this match. I think it'll be probably the #1 best match of the night. I think I might get emotional watching that.
Yeah, that's why I want it to be the last match. You know, that's gonna set the tone, because having something after that might just, you know, you're gonna peak out. You're gonna peak out. Mm-hmm. So AJ, Shin, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Nakamura. I think they're going to cap off his run. I think that let's talk about this that we've not talked about. I think they're trying to be shady too. I think they're quietly making a play at New Japan. And you've got several of their guys, and with the Bullet Club breaking up, and I think we're going to see this is going to be a very different WWE the remainder of 2018, 2019, 2020. We might see probably the greatest 3 years in WWE programming.
I'm ready.
Coming after WrestleMania. I'm going to say this. I am more excited for the Monday night than I have ever been.
The Monday night after, yep.
Yes.
I am excited.
And we were actually just discussing that if AJ does lose, I think he's going to Raw.
Let's shake it up. Why not? Let's shake it up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so.
Are we gonna see John and Undertaker?
I don't care.
Yeah. Do we care if we see
There
it?
might be somebody out there who, is waiting and ready.
You know what I think would be cool if we saw something, if we see the American Badass, if it's some type of street brawl, if it's something where they don't get in the ring, some type of scrap mix up where it's like, oh shoot, like, you know what I mean? John Cena's doing something, and all of a sudden you turn around and there's an Undertaker and he chokeslammed him. Can I believe that that's the spot that'll happen? Yep.
Right.
Yep. Do I believe there's a full match in store? Nope. Do I believe the Undertaker's gonna do something? Yep. At WrestleMania, John Cena, like Undertaker, be like, you wanted your WrestleMania moment? Well, rest in peace. Like he'll choke slam him, he'll tombstone him, he'll do something to him. Like he's going to run up on him at WrestleMania somewhere.
Kid Rock is being inducted in the Hall of Fame, so American Badass Taker would be.
Yeah.
So that just killed the vibe for me. Yeah.
You want Dead Man Taker?
Well, no, the whole Kid Rock thing.
Oh man, yeah.
Well, I mean, you watch the company of the guy who likes him.
Yeah. Everybody shoot blanks every now and again. Okay. That just one left.
Absolutely.
So go ahead and wrap this up.
All right. So you've seen our list. You've heard our predictions. Thank you for tuning in. For those who tuned in and got to this far in the show, we've had a long show today.
This is such a long
show because it's a long.
We got to prep. I hope y'all ready because we ready. How many naps? We need to predict how many naps we're gonna take in between doing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to work, come back, all types of stuff.
Hit the ding button. Hey, wake up! We gotta set our alarms on our phones. You gotta have 15 alarms and everything. But make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for all our Thursday programming. We have Prime News returning, of course, with Trezane. I know you guys used to seeing her tonight, but this show's had its finale last week. Make sure you go to our website, thefifthcolumnnetwork.com, to check out not only that show, but all the other previous episodes of other shows that we've had. We also have the Thursday night wind down with Starla K. Mathis. She talks everything pop culture and scandalous from the Scandal Show. Yeah, right? The Scandal Show.
From the Scandal.
Okay. From the Scandal. And then right after that, we have TBT, which is True Baller Thursday, which the resident sports editor-in-chief, J-Co, and his co-host, the Reggie Mathis, the most quoted man in FCN. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and join us this coming Sunday for WrestleMania, where we're going to be doing a live broadcast of commentating and having some fun with you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure.
Thank you.
I'm Hulk Tone.
And it's T-Shack Talks.
We got Pimpin' Moolah back there, and we're out of here.